Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 6 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The 2009 United Kingdom 1 coin, often called the Elizabeth II, is a small copper-plated steel piece that embodies centuries of British monetary history while also marking a striking modern design change introduced in the 21st century. Although worth only a single penny sterling, it represents the enduring tradition of British coinage, the symbolism of the monarchy, and the innovative design philosophy of the Royal Mint Act. The start of a new decade. Physically, the 2009 1 coin conforms to specifications adopted in 1992 when the Royal Mint moved from bronze to copper-plated steel for the lower-value denominations. Each coin weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and is 1.65 millimeters thick. The composition is mild steel plated with copper, giving the coin its familiar reddish color while keeping production costs low. Because the steel core is magnetic, the 1p coin can be efficiently sorted by vending machines and automated cash handling equipment, an important feature in Britain's busy retail environment. The plain, smooth edge is traditional for the denomination, ensuring an easy, tactile distinction from reeded higher-value coins. The obverse front bears the celebrated portrait of Queen Elizabeth II sculpted by Aeon Broadly, introduced in 1998 and used until 2015. This right-facing effigy shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a favorite piece of royal jewelry. Broadly's design is noted for its realism and slightly larger scale than earlier portraits, reflecting the artist's intention to present a mature and dignified monarch. Around the portrait runs the Latin legend Elizabeth, 2 Reg Fed 2009, which abbreviates the phrase Elizabeth II Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription encapsulates centuries of British constitutional and religious tradition, affirming the Queen's role as both sovereign and supreme governor of the Church of England. The reverse back of the 2009 1 coin is especially significant, as it features the new royal shield design unveiled in 2008 as part of a complete reimagining of Britain's circulating coinage. Created by young graphic designer Matthew Dent, the concept unites all 6 circulating denominations through 50p into a single jigsaw-like image of the royal arms of the United Kingdom. When arranged together, the coins form the full heraldic shield. Each individual denomination carries a distinct section, and the penny one sees the lower left quadrant of the royal shield, which depicts the royal gate's portcullis, a motif historically associated with the Palace of Westminster. The portcullis design is framed by a beaded border, and beneath it appears the denomination word 1 penny. This striking modern motif replaced the older reverse of a crowned portcullis that had graced the 1p since decimalization in 1971, signaling a bold visual shift for Britain's coinage while preserving a connection to parliamentary heritage. Historically, the year 2009 found Britain navigating the aftermath of the global financial crisis, but the Royal Mint continued to strike large numbers of circulating coins to meet public demand and to replace worn pieces. The 1 penny denomination remained vital for everyday transactions, from bus fares to corner shop purchases. Despite debates about the usefulness of such low-value coins, production occurred primarily at the Royal Mint's high-tech facility in Llantrisant, Wales, where state-of-the-art presses ensured consistent quality and sharp detail even on tiny planchets. Millions of coins dated 2009 were issued for circulation, alongside special brilliant uncirculated sets and annual collector packs. From a numismatic perspective, the 2009 is generally common in circulation and carries only face value in worn condition. However, collectors pay attention to pristine examples, especially brilliant uncirculated BU or proof strikes, which display mirror-like fields, and frosted reliefs. Proof coins were included in the 2009 UK proof sets and are struck multiple times with polished dies, making them sought after by enthusiasts of modern British coinage. Specialists also look for striking errors such as off-center strikes or missing plating that can occasionally occur in mass production and command premiums on the collector's market. The coin's design draws on a long lineage of British monetary symbolism. The portcullis emblem on the reverse not only refers to the Palace of Westminster but also to the Tudor dynasty, which used the portcullis as a badge, symbolizing strength and security. Meanwhile, the Latin inscriptions on the obverse reinforce Britain's constitutional monarchy and the continuity of the crown. This fusion of historical resonance and contemporary aesthetics makes the 2009 1 coin both a practical medium of exchange and a cultural artifact. In everyday life, the 1p coin plays an essential if modest role. Despite inflation reducing its purchasing power, it remains important for pricing strategies, charitable donations, and small change transactions. Its distinctive copper hue helps consumers quickly distinguish it from other coins, while its magnetic core allows retailers to process it efficiently. Children often encounter it as their first piece of money, giving the coin a sentimental significance beyond its monetary value. Top 2. The 2010 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, often referred to by collectors as the Elizabeth II 1p, is a small but symbolically important piece of modern British coinage. Although its face value is just 1/100th of a pound sterling, the coin reflects more than a millennium of monetary tradition, the continuing constitutional role of the British monarchy, and the Royal Mint's effort to combine time-honored imagery with contemporary design in the early 21st century. Physically, the 2010 1p continues the specifications introduced in 1992. When Britain shifted the denomination from bronze to a more economical copper-plated steel, each piece weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and is about 1.65 millimeters thick. The steel core makes the coin magnetic, allowing automated vending and counting machines to distinguish it quickly, while the thin outer copper coating provides the familiar warm reddish color that echoes older bronze pennies. The edge is smooth and unreeded, a characteristic maintained since decimalization in 1971, so that even by touch the 1p is instantly recognizable. The obverse bears the mature portrait of Queen Elizabeth II sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley, first adopted in 1998 and used until 2015. This effigy, notable for its realism and confident scale, shows the monarch wearing the elegant girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Encircling the portrait is the Latin legend Elizabeth II DG Reg. FAD 2010, an abbreviation of Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God Queen, Defender of the Faith. These words affirm the Queen's constitutional and spiritual roles, links that reach back to the Reformation and to centuries of British coin inscriptions. The reverse presents the striking royal shield design unveiled in 2008, part of the first complete redesign of Britain's circulating coins in nearly 4 decades, created by young graphic designer Matthew Dent. The concept unites all 6 circulating denominations 1p through 50p into a single image of the royal coat of arms when laid out together. The penny displays the lower left segment of the shield, featuring the portcullis with chains, a heraldic device historically associated with the Palace of Westminster and the Tudor dynasty. Beneath the emblem appears the denomination 1 penny, while a ring of fine beads frames the outer rim. This modern arrangement replaced the pre-2008 reverse of a crowned portcullis, preserving the theme of parliamentary heritage, yet giving it a bold, contemporary treatment that quickly became familiar to the British public. Struck at the Royal Mint's high-tech facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, the 2010 issue was produced in large numbers to satisfy daily transactional needs and to replenish worn coins withdrawn from circulation. Standard circulation strikes are plentiful, but the Royal Mint also included specially finished examples in its annual Brilliant Uncirculated and Proof sets. Proof coins, struck multiple times with polished dies to create mirror-like fields and sharp detail, are especially prized by collectors of modern British coinage. Numismatists often seek pieces in pristine condition, graded fleur-de-coin FDC or Proof 70, as well as striking errors such as off-center strikes or plating flaws, which can command premiums well above face value. Historically, the 2010 penny belongs to a long lineage that began with the silver pennies of Anglo-Saxon England over 1,000 years ago. While inflation has steadily reduced the coin's purchasing power, it remains a practical unit of exchange and a cultural fixture, used in everyday change, small charitable donations, and the age-old expression "a penny for your thoughts." For many children, it is still the first coin they handle, giving it a sentimental value that far exceeds its monetary worth. The symbolism of the coin resonates deeply. The portcullis on the reverse signifies not only the authority of Parliament but also the enduring strength and security of the British state. The Latin inscriptions on the obverse reaffirm the unity of crown and country, while the continued presence of the Queen's portrait underscores the stability of the constitutional monarchy during a period of global economic recovery following the financial crisis of 2008-09. Even its coppery gleam carries echoes of the bronze pennies that circulated through Victorian and Edwardian Britain, reminding users of a long national story of commerce and continuity. Top 3. The 2012 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, known to collectors as the Elizabeth II 1p, is a tiny copper-plated steel disc that nevertheless carries more than 1,000 years of British monetary tradition. Struck by the Royal Mint during the Diamond Jubilee year of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, this humble coin links the everyday transactions of modern Britain with the deep history of its monarchy and the evolving artistry of its coinage. Although its face value is a mere 1/100th of a pound sterling, the 2012 penny embodies centuries of heritage, careful engineering, and a modern design philosophy that celebrates both national unity and contemporary style. Physically, the coin follows the standard introduced in 1992 when the mint moved from solid bronze to a more economical copper-plated steel composition. Each piece weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and is roughly 1.65 millimeters thick. The steel core renders the coin magnetic, allowing vending machines and automated cash handling equipment to sort and verify it efficiently, while the thin copper layer provides the familiar reddish hue reminiscent of the older bronze pennies. The edge remains plain and smooth, as it has since decimalization in 1971, ensuring the one-penny piece can be easily distinguished by touch from higher denominations with reeded edges. The obverse front bears the distinguished portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by sculptor Ian Broadley, first introduced in 1998 and used until 2015. This realistic effigy shows the monarch facing right, wearing the elegant girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Broadley deliberately portrayed a mature queen, with subtle detail in the facial features and hair to convey dignity and continuity. Encircling the portrait is the traditional Latin inscription Elizabeth 2 Reg FOD 2012, which expands to Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, or Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. This formula, used on British coinage for centuries, asserts the sovereign's constitutional role and the historic link between crown and church. The reverse back displays the modern royal shield design introduced in 2008, part of the first complete redesign of Britain's circulating coins in nearly 40 years. Graphic designer Matthew Dent conceived a bold idea: when all 6 circulating denominations 1p through 50p are placed together like a puzzle, they form the complete royal arms of the United Kingdom. The one-penny coin shows the lower left quadrant of the shield, featuring the iconic portcullis with chains, a heraldic emblem associated with the Palace of Westminster, and a Tudor badge symbolizing strength and secure governance. Beneath this motif runs the denomination 1 penny, while a fine beaded border frames the entire design. By keeping the historic portcullis yet integrating it into the broader royal arms, Dent's design bridges Britain's parliamentary tradition and a fresh, contemporary aesthetic. The year 2012 gave the coin additional resonance. It marked Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee, celebrating 60 years on the throne since her accession in 1952. While the standard circulation penny carried no special Jubilee markings, every coin dated 2012 became an unintentional memento of that historic milestone. Millions were struck at the Royal Mint's advance facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, ensuring an ample supply for commerce throughout the United Kingdom. The Mint also included the penny in its annual Brilliant Uncirculated and Proof sets, where specially polished dies and multiple strikes produced coins with mirror-like fields and crisp detail sought after by collectors. From a numismatic standpoint, the 2012 penny is common in ordinary circulation and typically holds only face value when worn. However, collectors prize pristine proof or brilliant uncirculated examples, particularly those graded at the highest levels such as Proof 70 or Flirtacoin FDC. As with any modern issue, striking errors, off-center impressions, double dies, or plating flaws are of special interest and can fetch multiples of face value on the collector market. The fact that 2012 coincided with the Diamond Jubilee adds a modest layer of historical appeal even to standard specimens. Culturally, the coin reflects Britain's ability to blend deep tradition with modern innovation. The portcullis reverse echoes centuries of parliamentary authority, while the Latin legends preserve a medieval style of royal titulature. At the same time, the puzzle-like royal shield design and magnetic steel composition speak to 21st century practicality and design ingenuity. The penny's continued circulation also reflects ongoing debates about small denomination currency. Though inflation has reduced its purchasing power, the coin remains important for pricing charity collections and daily transactions, and it often serves as the very first coin a child encounters, giving it a sentimental value beyond its modest worth. Top 4. The 2013 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, colloquially called the Elizabeth II 1p, continues the proud line of British small-denomination coinage while reflecting the technological efficiency and modern design sensibilities of the early 21st century. Though its nominal value is only 1/100th of a pound sterling, the coin embodies a rich story of heritage, artistry, and national identity that stretches back through centuries of British history and culminates in the stable monetary system of contemporary Britain. Struck at the Royal Mint's advance facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, every 2013 penny is the product of precision engineering, careful metallurgical control, and design traditions that balance classical symbolism with modern graphic thinking. The composition and physical specifications of the 2013 penny remain those established for UK pennies since 1992. when cost considerations and metal market realities prompted the mint to abandon the old bronze alloy in favor of a core of mild steel, plated with a thin layer of copper. Each piece weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of roughly 1.65 millimeters, yielding a tactile profile that is instantly recognizable in the hand or pocket because the underlying steel is magnetic automated coin handling systems in banks' vending machines, and retail tills can quickly sort the penny from non-magnetic denominations, while the copper plating provides the traditional reddish hue associated with British coppers for generations. The edge is plain and smooth, ensuring an unbroken circular form and giving the penny a pleasing minimalistic elegance. The obverse, the head side, features the well-known fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by sculptor Ian Rankbrodley and first adopted across UK coinage in 1998. Rankbrodley's effigy is notable for its frank realism. The Queen is shown facing right, wearing the delicate girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, her mature features rendered with subtle modeling that emphasizes dignity and experience rather than youthful idealization. Surrounding the portrait runs the Latin legend Elizabeth, 2 AD Reg. FOD 2013, a concise statement of constitutional monarchy translating to Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen, defender of the faith. This inscription, with its mixture of medieval language and modern typography, underscores the continuity of the Crown's authority and the Church of England's historic ties to the sovereign. The reverse, designed by graphic artist Matthew Dent, carries the striking royal shield motif introduced in 2008, representing one segment of a larger visual puzzle. When the designs of all 6 circulating coins from 1 penny to 50 pence are placed together, they assemble into the full royal arms of the United Kingdom. The penny specifically displays the lower left section of the shield, a field charged with a historic portcullis with chains, a heraldic emblem long associated with the Palace of Westminster and the governance of Parliament. Below the portcullis appears the denomination 1 penny set in clean modern lettering, while a beaded border frames the design to maintain continuity with earlier British coinage. Dent's composition cleverly merges old and new. The portcullis is a Tudor-era badge of authority and secure government, while the segmented shield reflects a contemporary taste for bold minimalist geometry. The date 2013 places the coin within an interesting period of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, having celebrated her Diamond Jubilee the previous year. The Queen entered her 62nd year on the throne, and her public image was one of enduring stability amid global change. Coins of this date carry no special commemorative markings, yet their context resonates with the sense of continuity and quiet strength that characterized the second decade of the 21st century. Tens of millions of these pennies were struck for circulation, ensuring that the 2013 issue is plentiful in daily commerce and a common find in pocket change. Yet each specimen remains a silent witness to Britain's economic and cultural life during that year. From a numismatic perspective, the 2013 penny is typically of modest market value when worn, generally trading only at face value in circulated grades. However, collectors seek brilliant uncirculated pieces, those never released into general circulation, and especially the highly polished proof versions included in the Royal Mint's annual presentation sets. Proof coins struck multiple times with specially prepared dies display mirror-like fields and razor-sharp detail that elevate the artistry of both the Rankbrodley portrait and the Royal Shield segment. Exceptional specimens graded to the highest standards, or rare striking anomalies such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating errors, can command premiums within specialist markets. Culturally and historically, the 2013 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin illustrates the United Kingdom's ability to honor its long lineage while embracing technological and aesthetic innovation. The Latin inscription and the portcullis emblem connect the piece to centuries of constitutional monarchy and parliamentary tradition, while the copper-plated steel core and the clever jigsaw shield design demonstrate forward-looking efficiency and graphic ingenuity. Despite debates about the utility of small denominations in an age of electronic payments and rising production costs, the penny continues to play a practical and symbolic role vital for exact pricing, charity collections, and the simple rituals of everyday commerce. For many Britons, the penny is also a token of childhood savings and the tangible experience of money itself. Top 5. The 2008 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, commonly called the Elizabeth II, marks a quiet but significant turning point in modern British coinage. Though its face value is just 1/100 of a pound sterling, this small copper-plated steel disc embodies centuries of monetary tradition, a landmark design change, and the enduring constitutional role of the Crown. Struck by the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, the 2008 penny belongs to the first year of an entirely new reverse design that reimagined the look of all circulating UK coins, making it historically important to both collectors and students of British numismatics. Physically, the coin follows the standard specifications introduced in 1992, when rising copper prices led the mint to replace the original bronze alloy with a mild steel core plated in copper. Each coin weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and is roughly 1.65 millimeters thick. The copper surface preserves the traditional reddish tone that Britons associate with coppers, while the hidden steel core makes the coin magnetic, aiding automated sorting in banks, vending machines, and tills its plain, smooth edge maintains the simple tactile identity of the penny, which since decimalization in 1971 has had no milling or lettering. The obverse, or head side, displays the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Ian Broadley and first introduced in 1998. This effigy shows the monarch facing right, wearing the elegant girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Broadley chose a realistic style, presenting the Queen as a seasoned stateswoman rather than an idealized figure, a choice widely praised for its dignity and honesty. Around the portrait runs the Latin legend Elizabeth, 2 Reg. FOD 2008, which expands to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This time-honored inscription links the modern coin to centuries of English and later British sovereigns while signaling the monarch's constitutional and religious role. The reverse is where 2008 stands out dramatically in the history of the penny. That year, the Royal Mint unveiled a groundbreaking set of designs by graphic designer Matthew Dent, replacing the traditional heraldic emblems that had appeared since decimalization. Dent's concept formed a single grand image, the royal arms of the United Kingdom, spread across the reverses of 6 different denominations from 1p to 50p. Each coin carries a different section of the shield so that, when arranged together like a puzzle, they reveal the complete coat of arms. The 1 penny coin specifically displays the lower left segment, which contains the celebrated portcullis with chains, long associated with the Palace of Westminster and used historically as a badge of Henry VII and the Tudor dynasty. Beneath this motif appears the value 1 penny, while a neat beaded border frames the design. The portcullis symbolizes Parliament, security, and the authority of law, allowing the new penny to honor Britain's constitutional tradition even as it embraced bold modern styling. The date 2008 therefore marks the first year of issue for this new royal shield reverse, making it a landmark for collectors. Earlier decimal pennies 1971 to 2007 bore Christopher Ironside's original design of a crowned portcullis, set centrally within the field. From 2008 onward, Dent's puzzle concept defined the appearance of the penny and the entire circulating series, a transformation hailed as one of the most imaginative in British coinage since decimalization itself. The Royal Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins for commerce, ensuring that the design quickly became familiar in pockets and purses across the United Kingdom. Special brilliant uncirculated and proof versions, struck with polished dies and sharper detail, were included in annual collector sets, and these high-grade pieces remain sought after as the inaugural examples of the new design. From a numismatic perspective, the 2008 penny in ordinary circulated condition usually holds only its face value because of the enormous mintage. However, its status as the first year of the new reverse ensures that uncirculated or proof specimens carry extra appeal. Coins certified at the top of the grading scale, such as Proof 70 or Flirta coin, show the artistry of both the Rank Broadley portrait and Dent's inventive shield section to spectacular effect. Specialists also look for striking anomalies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating flaws that can turn a common coin into a valuable curiosity. Beyond metallurgy and design, the 2008 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin captures a moment in British cultural history. Queen Elizabeth II was entering the 56th year of her reign, widely respected for her steady presence through changing political and economic times. The coin's Latin legend connects her to the long continuum of English monarchs, while the modern graphic design reflects a country confident enough to reimagine its symbols for a new century even as electronic payments grew. The penny retained an important role for exact pricing, charitable donations, and the everyday rituals of cash transactions, ensuring that millions of Britons handled this small piece of history daily. Top 6. The 2011 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, is a small yet eloquent witness to Britain's enduring constitutional monarchy and the Royal Mint's commitment to blending heritage with modern design. Although its monetary value is only 1/100 of a pound sterling, this copper-plated steel disc carries centuries of tradition and reflects the aesthetic innovation that reshaped British coinage in the first decade of the 21st century. Struck at the Royal Mint's high-technology facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, every 2011 penny is the product of precise metallurgical engineering, careful artistic planning, and a symbolic lineage that links today's currency to more than a millennium of British history. The coin's physical specifications continue the standard introduced in 1992. when rising copper costs encouraged the Royal Mint to move from a solid bronze alloy to a mild steel core plated with copper. Each 2011 penny therefore weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and is approximately 1.65 millimeters thick. The hidden steel center makes the coin magnetic, allowing automated vending and banking machines to identify and sort it efficiently, while the outer copper coating preserves the warm reddish color long associated with British coppers. The edge is plain and smooth, a simple unadorned rim that has characterized the decimal penny since its debut in 1971 and provides easy tactile recognition among other small coins. On the obverse, or head side, appears the dignified fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley and first introduced in 1998. Rank Broadley chose a frank, realistic approach, depicting the Queen facing right and wearing the delicate girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Fine modeling of the facial features conveys maturity and quiet authority rather than youthful idealization, a style widely admired for its honesty and sense of continuity. Encircling the effigy is the traditional Latin legend, Elizabeth II G. Reg. FOD 2011, which expands to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. This concise formula used on British coinage for centuries acknowledges the sovereign's constitutional role and her position as Supreme Governor of the Church of England, linking a modern industrially struck coin to a deep medieval heritage. The reverse or tail side carries the striking royal shield of arms design that made the 2011 penny part of a bold visual system introduced just 3 years earlier. In 2008, the Royal Mint replaced the long-standing crowned portcullis design with a completely new concept by graphic designer Matthew Dent. Dent divided the royal arms of the United Kingdom into segments distributed across 6 circulating denominations from 1p to 50p, so that when all coins are arranged together they form the complete shield. The 1 penny coin shows the lower left portion of that shield, featuring the historic portcullis with chains, a heraldic emblem strongly associated with the Palace of Westminster and long used as a badge of Parliament and a symbol of secure governance. Beneath the image appears the denomination 1 penny, and a neat ring of tiny beads frames the design. The composition unites venerable symbols of authority with a clean, contemporary layout perfectly representing Britain's balance of tradition and modernity. The year 2011 places the coin within a distinctive moment of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. Having celebrated her Diamond Jubilee the following year, the monarch in 2011 was already the longest-serving female head of state in the world, a figure of remarkable stability amid global financial uncertainty. Although the standard circulation penny of this date bears no special commemorative marks, it serves as a quiet emblem of the steadfast constitutional order and public service that characterized the second decade of the 21st century. Tens of millions of these coins were struck to meet everyday demand, ensuring their ready availability in shop tills and pockets across the United Kingdom. From a numismatic standpoint, the 2011 penny is common in circulated grades and typically worth only face value. Yet collectors prize high-quality, brilliant uncirculated and proof examples, which were issued in annual mint sets. Proof coins, carefully struck multiple times with specially polished dies, reveal mirror-like fields and razor-sharp detail that bring out the artistry of both the Rank Broadley portrait and Dent's intricate portcullis segment. Exceptional specimens graded at the highest levels, proof 70 or flirta coin, are especially valued. Specialists also watch for striking anomalies such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating flaws, which can create small but intriguing varieties within the year's production. Culturally, the 2011 Elizabeth II penny reflects the United Kingdom's unique ability to combine ancient heritage with contemporary design and practical technology. The Latin inscription and the portcullis emblem tie the coin to centuries of monarchy and parliamentary tradition, while the copper-plated steel core and innovative puzzle shield concept embody 21st-century efficiency and graphic ingenuity. Despite debates over the usefulness of the penny in an increasingly cashless economy, the coin continues to play a role in everyday pricing, charity collections, and the simple tactile experience of money, making it a familiar presence in daily life and often the first coin children encounter. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.